The following program was filmed in front of a live digital audience. Good evening, and welcome to the wonderful adventure of Don't Starve Together. You'll have many options, many choices to make throughout this story, and while I won't necessarily always take this form, just know that as your helpful narrator, I will always be here with you. Our journey begins when one young adventurer woke up by a mysterious portal. Waking up, the adventurer decided that it might be a good idea to look around for a bit. They had come across a very curious frog. They decide to approach the frog cautiously, hoping as to not startle it. Unfortunately for them, the frog was not friendly, and they must engage in combat. Oh, wait! I haven't taught you how to do combat quite yet. Your strength is represented by a simple die. So after both sides roll, their numbers will be paired up. For every victory or every number greater than the opposing side, you will deal 1 damage. If your health ever reaches 0, you will die. Oh, and also, you're unarmed, so you don't have this much strength quite yet. So let's start combat and see if you can take down the frog. The adventurers chose to attack. Here we go. Ooh, looks like they're taking a hit. The adventurers decide to hold F. Yikes. This is one of the strongest frogs we have ever seen. The narrator would like to remind everybody that this is the introduction monster. It should be not too difficult. The adventurers see a perfect opportunity for an attack, so they go in. It's a hit. They successfully evaded the frog, but this was a weird place. What an unusual location. Who built these relics? This must be evidence of civilization at some form. But as they investigated the area, something else caught their eye. They encountered a clockwork knight. Adventurers feel a little more defeated after seeing the frog. They decide to give it a run. The knight attacks, but they give it a good run, so they try and throw another punch at it. The punch was successful. As they ran, they saw a spear sticking out of the ground. Go and grab the spear, thus upgrading their attack. A fair fight, going in for a free attack. It's a major hit. They go for an evade, but their evasion was a fail. The great narrator says the dice are perfectly real and normal. I hope. They should be rolled. Look, see, I can roll good numbers with these. They work. Well, sometimes. Maybe I'll get you a different dice. The crew channels their strength, and if they could see 5 hypes in chat, they'll get a free attack. You have disadvantage because it's me rolling. The hype is real. They're going for a free attack. It's a hit. It's a critical hit. They successfully felled the clockwork knight, and they heard a sound. Someone waving to them? Who could that be? Hey, I just saw what you did right there with that clockwork knight. My name's Warley. It's a pleasure to meet you. Welcome in. So, not everybody's here right now, but we've got a couple friends here. Introduce you to our friend, Wickerbottom, a librarian of sorts. Very good with books, very handy with books. Now, don't get too startled. I know how it looks, but he's friendly. So, this little one, this is Weber. He doesn't talk much, but he's a good friend of ours still. His name's Wes. Yeah, you can say hi to Wes, but he's not gonna say too much back. He's a bit of a mime. Do you hear something? Oh no. No, now is not a good time. Everybody, get to arms. Get to battle! The hounds! They're coming! As a companion has joined the party, not only will they have the 1 dice, they'll also have their companion's dice join them. And we have 2 hits on the hound. They go for another attack. Oof. 1 hit blocked, but 1 hit still gets through. They successfully knock down the hound. But unfortunately, it's a whole hound wave, and another takes its place. That deals another damage. They successfully fell the hound. And with that, they were successful in their combat approach, and they find 2 monster meats on the ground. But they hear something in the distance, something they didn't expect. Oh my goodness, it's a vargling. This nasty beast is twice the size of all the other hounds, and it seems angry. The adventurers go for an evade. Vargling gets to roll a couple extra dice. Their evade was not successful. That is pretty impressive to get a 1 on the d20. I wouldn't recommend eating the monster meat. That might deal more damage. They decide to use an item. Their options are gears or monster meat. So they decide to eat the monster meat. It was disgusting. They lost 1 health and took 2 damage. Things are looking pretty grim for the adventurers. If only there was something that could stop everything going on. Wait, what's that in the distance? Are you guys okay? I'm sorry I'm late. Thankfully, I was able to get here just in time, and I don't think we've met. My name's Wilson, and this here's my beefalo. His name's Chuck. It's a pleasure to meet you. Let's return to camp, and I can fill you in on a little bit more of what's going on. Now's your opportunity to ask more questions.
Wanna have sex?
That is an interesting proposition. I don't think now's the time. We just met. Where's Wendy and Winnie? Went with the others. There was more of us at one point. In fact, there was a pretty large crew, and unfortunately, we had a major fallout. Something I regret to this day. I've been in the constant now about 2.5 months. The world here is unlike anything we've ever seen. I was the first to arrive. Then one day, some more people started appearing through the portal. We collaborated well for a time. We did quite well. We made a solid life, and many of us felt that it was a good time for us to start anew. Start simple, restart our lives. Others, though, damn Wigfried, she wanted to take the battle to the darkness. The Queen of Darkness herself. I told her it was insane, but she insisted. And with some of the others, we had a final fight, and they ultimately left. We now refer to them as Darksiders. They entered the caves and haven't been seen since. I don't know if they're alive, dead. All I know is they've been unsuccessful, as we are still dealing with the Queen of Darkness every night. Resources are scarce, but that's where you can come in. What do you say, friend? Will you join the Topsiders? Yes! Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Tomorrow, we'll show you around. You can just ask the other folks here, and they'll take you on their daily routines, show you a little bit of life in the constant. And with that, the adventurers went to sleep for the night. Tomorrow would be a hectic day. A new day dawned, and they come across looking at the map. After much deliberation, the adventurers decide that they would go with Walter. Go visit Pig King. Ken Hut? How's it going? I heard about you from Wilson yesterday. Welcome to the crew. We're so happy to have you. I was assigned on duty today to go visit and pay homage to Pig King. I have my friend Wobie here who's long distance. Hobbs did not want to join me in the stream today. Otherwise, he'd be my Wobie, so it's fine. Give him monster meat? Oh, yeah, I think he would like this. I think he would enjoy this quite a bit. Oh, great Pig King. We have brought you an offering of monster meat. That is the shittiest part I've ever eaten in my life. Guards! Take him! He didn't like that. Here come the pigs. Walter takes the damage, but deals the damage back, and the evade was unsuccessful, so the adventurers take a damage too. If you die this soon, I would be very impressed. Walter Meat Shield is a viable option, as he does have a life-giving amulet to resurrect him once in battle. Oh my goodness! These pigs want blood, and they will have it. Walter gets hit again, losing the life-giving amulet. He'll resurrect at the beginning of the next battle. Woo! That was dangerous. I don't know where I gained glasses from. That was a close one. I didn't think I'd have to use my life-giving amulet. You have one, right? Did you get yourself a life-giving amulet? You didn't? Why are you out here without a Wickerbottom's phenomenal at making this kind of stuff. The adventurers decide that it might be the best option to head back to camp for the day, and maybe talk to Wickerbottom a little bit about these life-giving amulets that they've been hearing about. Well, hello! Welcome back to camp. Did you have a good adventure with Walter today? How'd the negotiation with Pig King go? I've been in the constant a little too long, and I don't even have to be proper anymore. All these fuckers, they keep coming to me asking for all this bullshit. I don't want any of it. We have a freaking demon just hanging out with us, and we're supposed to trust this. Hey, did you happen to get a pigskin too? Would you be interested in building something better? Maybe like a ham bat? Wickerbottom showed the adventurers how to make their very own ham bat. And after a long day, the adventurers decide to settle in by the fire and get some rest. After putting some thought into it, they decide to work together and go with Weber to go hunt down some cat coons.
Welcome! Disregard my voice. I decided this would be the most appropriate voice for Weber in this moment. So, if you don't know, everybody else can live peacefully around here, but for some odd reason, they look at me and they're like, who's that moron? I think it's because I'm black. All we have to do is sneak up on them, and you have no idea the kind of magical things you can find in their little dark area, too. Get out all your arms. Trust me, you get used to the arm thing. There's no need to stare. And then, sneak. I should adventure with you guys all the time. This was perfect. We just dominated. Usually I come here and I don't want to admit it, but I usually get hit pretty hard. The adventurers decide that it might be a good idea to go help out with this hound problem. Hello!
I don't think we've met before. My name is Wolfgang, and I don't know why I keep getting assigned these stupid tasks. Just because I have the muscle and the strength and the physique doesn't mean I'm the most suited to take this shove. Why the hell did Wickerbottom get to go gather stuff in the woods? I'm tired of it, and I don't know what to do anymore. It's okay, Wolfgang. You can calm down. We can do this together. You're not alone this time. I know, Warling, but this is how it's fucking Wilson. I think he has it out for me, and I don't know why. Like, is it my outfit? Is it too revealing? It's okay. Just take a deep breath, like we practiced. Okay, I'm here. And now we've got the other adventurer helping us out. The three of us should easily be able to take this on. Okay, you're right. It's daytime. It's daytime. We can see all of the threats. Let's do this, I guess. Hold up. That seems to be the most viable strategy in my opinion. But I'm just a narrator. I make no decisions for you. Things just kind of happen. Oh, it looks like it was a pretty weak attack this time. That's 2 hits. The first round of hounds was successfully taken care of. But what's that? They found the source of the hounds. It's a vargling. They go to pet him. Don't reveal my secrets, Apple. I'm totally not Charlie. The adventurers try and go for another hit, and they just trip and fall on their face. So they get back up. Ooh, it's a big attack back, but they've got an even bigger attack on them. That's 2 hits. The vargling starts to look a little tired. It looks at you with yearning eyes. You start to get a feeling that you can change fate here. Do you want to make a friend, or do you want to harvest it for its meat? They decide to spare the varglet. Varglet seems quite happy with the decision, and you sense that the hound problem might be ceasing. Varglet joins the party. My! Oh, I'm invisible. My! That was a strange turn of events. I didn't realize that was an option. If we had known sooner that we could just tame these fiends, then we might have done so. And let me say, adventurer, I like you. I like you a lot, and I feel really good about the things that we did today. But there's enough of that. I think it's time that we go and get some rest. And I think it's starting to snow. And this will be our first winter here in the Constant. And honestly, I don't know what we can do. Things started to get dark. More so, things started to get cold. It wasn't long before snow had taken over the entire campsite. Everybody started to get their assignments and their duties, and you started to fall into routine. Time passed. You did your rounds, looking for any kind of food and supplies, as you also investigated around the portal. And then one day, something different happened. Something that would change the course of the Constant forever. The adventurers continued on their patrol, and then they heard a familiar sound. The portal brought in a new person. A girl laid unconscious at the foot of the portal. She seemed cold to the touch. They knew they needed to get her back to camp. The adventurers picked her up and carried her, not forgetting to also grab her bear. Back at camp, it took a little bit of time, most of the day, and the girl regained consciousness. Where am I? How did I get here? My name's Willow. Can anybody tell me about this place?
Would you sex Charlie if given the choice?
Who's Charlie? I don't know. I tend to try and keep my sex life to myself. This is an unusual question for someone just met. How many orphans have you murdered via fire? I think it's best that we stop the pleasantries here. Let's get something straight. Whatever you think you know about me and about my past, I'm gonna go to sleep. It's been a long day, and I think it's time that we get some rest. The next day, you gathered around the fire, and Wilson handed out the new assignment that everyone was to go on. The adventurer decided that it might be a good time to go investigate the area and see where did all these strange deer come from.
Sup, I don't think we've met yet. My name's Vortex. I've been here a while. I've been hanging out with the adventurers for quite a while. They felt like I might be the best option for investigating these deer. I don't know, maybe it's the horns that throw them off. There's no need to stare, you can ask. In fact, anything you want to ask before we go adventure into here.
Can you get me a Borg or FR?
Can I get you a burger? Alright, listen up. I don't know what they told you. It's true. I can teleport to anywhere. I need my own kind of currency. I can get a couple of, I might be able to slide that for you. And maybe we could be friends. I know they're all skeptical about me, but I'm eager to make some friends. So, what do you say? Maybe I slide you a burger at some point in time in the future, and we can be friends? Maybe? Just something to consider.
Show back muscles.
Show back muscles? You want to see the back? You want to see the cake? There you go. Impressed. All right, well, I'll catch you later. I got some places to go. The adventurers decide it might be a good idea to go visit Tusk. They make their way there with a new friend who's not as talkative. Bellows just stares at you, giving you the implication
Killing
that
Tusk
you
there,
might be able
bud.
to ask it a question.
You like Wolfgang and Wigfrid in a romantic way? Blink twice IOF, you need help.
So the adventurers engage in battle with the fearsome McTusk. Ooh, pretty small hits this time around. Let's see if your evade is successful. It is not successful, and unfortunately, everybody gets hit. Take note, you do still have wooden armor if you want to put it on. 3 meat, you're holding on to a life-giving amulet as well. Use Varglet to befriend Hound Friend. We'll see if that happens. The Vargling goes to roll to entice the hounds. A successful roll above a 15 will do this. He goes to attack and say, it is not successful. That would be pretty OP if you got a nice hound, and I'll allow it if you guys tame it. They'd like to tame. They go for another tame roll. My god, it's closer, but it's still not quite there. West takes another hit. After next round, he will revive. Feed West to the hounds. Basically is what's currently happening. Run it is. We roll. My goodness gracious! They do it! They roll a 17! And after much convincing, they convince the hound to come join them. I gotta find the puppy. On death, the hound will freeze a target.
Explas and sex.
The adventurers return to camp. Something was wrong, and they don't know what to do next. What does that sound? Why is it so loud? You with your hounds, come with me. You and I are gonna go investigate the source of the sound. The sound is growing stronger and stronger, and out of nowhere, without anything expecting, its antlers shot into the sky. You had never seen something as horrific as this before. What stood before you was a creature beyond your imagination. You had no name for it, except maybe deerclops. They successfully deal 1, 2, 3, 4 damage to deerclops. Can we recruit deerclops? No. How does a smaller market wear armor? No, not in this case. It's more of a species thing. You see deerclops raise his hand up high in the air. +2 to all dice rolls this round. And a hit on the hero. You notice something wrong. Something's different. And before you know it, you hear a loud cry. Something that could pierce the ears of everyone around them. All of a sudden, gets bigger and angrier and even more insane. Oh, big hits and some small hits. But you guys come in strong. Bigger hits. That is 4 damage. 4 damage on the clops. You gotta tame the clops. They want to do it. You want to attempt to tame deerclops. I'll keep my promise. If you roll a 19 or 20, I will let you tame deerclops straight up. But if you don't, it is gonna attack you, and you might lose a pup. We'll see. So you got 10%. It's pretty good. It's pretty good odds. That is not it. My lord, they've done it. Clops falls. Except this one's not linked. He hides. Oh my god. Who knew such a creature could exist? I've never seen anything nearly that big or like that at all. I'm glad I had you here by my side to help. You can ask me any question. Ask me anything you like.
How much time it take to do all of this?
Listen here. Listen here. I'll tell you a little behind-the-scenes secret. Like 20 hours. Adventurer! Come quick! Something is wrong. Why is everything on fire? What happened while we were gone? It was you. It was you! Willow, you must have done this. You're new. You betrayed us. What do you have to say for yourself, Willow? It wasn't me. I didn't do it. I was just
watching the place, and all of a sudden we heard a noise. We heard the big noise, so we went a little further into the shadows, and oh fuck. We didn't know what to expect, and all of a sudden everything's on fire. I don't know what's going on. Perfect lie. And now all eyes turned to you, adventurer. You brought her here. Was this your plan from the beginning? And I think you set it up. I think you brought the plan. Let's ask around. Let's ask. Did anybody see what happened here? I don't want to point fingers, but pretty sure I saw Willow has a lighter. Could have been anyone. Willow's not a griefer. No. From this moment forth, you and Willow are exiled. You can never come back to the Topsider camp. As you and Willow ventured into the night, it was cold. You didn't have all the supplies you needed, and you didn't know what you were to do. So you continue looking around for anything for shelter. When you come across a large object, when you light your fire, you notice that you are seated by a very large sack. After almost no deliberation, Willow and the adventurer look at each other, and they say, okay, let's try the key. And instantly, the key breaks. Oh. Looks like someone was trying to steal my stuff. A large red monster appears in front of the hero with 2 deers. The monster appears to be blind, but seems to be able to navigate just fine. The adventurers say they were exiled and they need help. Willow just says they were using it for shelter and were curious about what might be inside. Well, didn't anyone teach you not to touch that which you don't understand? The sheer power of the creature in front of the two could be felt. They knew if they made any wrong moves, it might be their last. I ought to thank you two for taking care of that troublesome deer. Now with him gone, I can easily take over more territory. So for today, let's call this little incident given.
UWU Corn, UWUKI, WW our enemies Faust, WMAO, wow, UWU Sack was so attractive. Mr. Santa Claus, please help us fight the people at base.
I appreciate that while one of you is in full delusion, the other one of you translated fully what you were trying to say. You got some people back at base, huh? I had heard about these outsiders. What if we make a deal?
I am actually just walking around with the horns because I decided last second I would just pull Klaus on screen. I left the horns on. So I'm really getting into the character here.
I've heard of a magical item that can create the winter star. With it, I would be able to summon the cold all year round. Its secrets are hidden away in the caves down below. I would go get it myself. But you see, I'm much too large to be fumbling around those cramped caves. So, with you, we shall be able to acquire the rod. So what I need you to do is take these gems. With these, you can find a special crafting area. If you come over here, you will find entryway into the dark caves.
Not long after, they found themselves in a peculiar area. They all of a sudden saw a man fishing in the pond.
If I had known, they'd put me on fishing duty. Oh, that's not what I'm talking about. What are you talking about? I know we should be lumbering down trees, but instead we're out here fishing.
The man was babbling to himself, uncertain of your presence, when all of a sudden, you walk up.
Ah! Who goes there? I don't know why I have this accent. It is totally a Canadian accent.
We're gonna stick with Scottish, because that's the best I can do.
What do you think you're doing here? What are you, some other traitors? Some other thieves or dark agents sent by the Queen? We already killed one of your kind. What do you think? You wanna come meet the rest of us? Any pertinent
Why
questions?
is Lucy a hammer?
Why is Lucy a hammer? Excellent question. Lucy is canonically an axe. And I don't own a hatchet or an axe, apparently. I thought I did. I mean, you're secretly an axe. It's okay. They just have to use their imagination. Thank God they didn't question my beard.
3 of them and the 2 hounds make their way through the cave and make it to the Darksider camp.
And what do you be thinking you're doing here? We already killed one of your kind, one who wished to betray us. Old tin can over there, working for the Dark Queen, a dark agent, if you will. They call me Wigfried, hoping to get some clarification.
We are here because we want to fuck Santa Claus.
You know what? After hearing what you have to say,
I think I can deem you trustworthy, or at least too crazy to serve the Dark One. What we found out is that the Dark One has agents working amongst, and they infiltrated both our camp and the Topsiders' camp. I'm singing a song to strengthen your side, and hopefully you like it. I worked really hard on this fucking song, so you better fucking join us, or we'll kill you. Excellent. Just what I wanted to hear. We'll make you accommodations so you can learn more about living in the dark. I'll see and talk to you later. And with that, you see Wigfried vanish, and you look at the crew around you. Quirky, but you sense that they're strong. It was time that they go check out the ruins. Sorry, 1 second. Alright, don't mind that, you get used to it. I started a time curse and went through the time continuum there, and so I sporadically will start to age, and then, bam, back to normal. Huh. Interesting. This is some kind of ancient crafting station, if you will. Excuse me. Okay, I feel a little better. I was getting a little old there. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't really have any items to craft with it, but would you guys like to craft something? Bucketron? You cannot craft Bucketron, you don't know how. So you're gonna use the 2 gems, and you're gonna make a star caller. It seems like there's quite a bit here to explore, but you know, I think it's time that we get back to camp, too. You wanna walk me back? We can talk for a little bit while we walk. They pass by the main entrance of the ruin, and they see a character that looks familiar. What the heck is Walter doing down here? They decide to follow him. So you, Willow, and your 2 hounds dive deeper into the ruins. And after a little while, you come across an area that you have never seen before. Haha! Hi guys! How's it going? Thank you so much for following me here. I didn't think it would be this easy. I thought I would have to like call you out or shoot up a flare or something, but you guys just without question followed me. That was spectacular. Oh my gosh, when I was talking to Charlie, she told me you guys were dumb as you looked. And you know what? I thought you wouldn't be, but we are. Oh, you don't know how screwed you are. With that, Walter scurried away before you could encounter and stop him. Something horrible stood in your way. Big hits all around. He takes 1 hit, but the rest of y'all, boom, boom, boom. Let's see if your hit goes on too. It should. Get another hit. Let's see. Does he get stunned? How long? We got 3 rounds of stuns. If you want to play Pokemon Adventure DST, you got to get the health down. Tame. We're going for a tame attempt. That's a 14. That did not happen. I'm very excited. I want to see if you guys actually beat this boss. I have no doubts you'll probably beat it. But the question is, will you beat it with your Varglings surviving? Your Varglet, your Hound, will they survive? Oof. Oof. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's bad. Double hit. Can we use a Kel nuke? I don't think Kel is currently here in the party. I don't feel like anybody's fighting. They're just not necessarily doing what you want to do, Dave. If Willow dies, Willow has to die. Little Varg gets hit and dies. Blue Hound does freeze for 1 round. Evading might be good, but he is stunned, so there's not much to evade right now. It's not looking good. Doesn't look good for your party, but boom, blocked by Bernie. Willow gets hit twice. Willow is knocked out. Yo, Willow. Willow's gone now. It's too late. Summon back up. That'd be pretty good. I don't think you have a flare, though. If only you had something that could make a bunch of light that might summon some help to back up. But what would you like to use? We get 1 round of stun. But on that, a friend did come to help. They came a little unprepared, but they came. And who could it be but... is that Woody? You go for an attack. It's gonna be hard. Woody was not super helpful, but you were. See, do they whiff? He whiffs a little bit. It still hits. So hit, hit, does not hit. You get a hit back. And this hit goes to the weakest hitter. So boom, boom, boom. It's close. It's a sliver. And good timing. He takes one hit, but blocks the other. Takes those. Let's see if you guys evade. Natural 20 evade. You guys are successful, and you get a free attack, which you don't normally get. As a result, from your natural 20, you successfully defeat the Ancient Guardian. All of a sudden, the earth begins to shake. Then the earth cracks below you. You start running. You jump. You move. But your companions were not as fast. Your companions tripped and fell into the crack. I don't know how the varglet is holding on, but he is. You don't have enough time. You can only save one of them. This is a very crucial decision because unlike normal death, they fall into a void and are lost forever. You can't summon. Vortex is not here. Vortex on the surface. You run, you leap forward, and you pull your deer puppy to safety. And unfortunately on the other side, Woody falls into the cracks, not to be seen again. As you leave the area, you quickly grab items from the chest, run out of the caves as fast as you can.
We saw the signal. Woody came running right away. What happened? Woody's dead? Oh no. What is that you're holding though?
And as you look down, you hand Wigfried what appears to be a rather large item. What is this? What is actually in here? I don't know. Oh, there's some dice in here. That's fun. It's not a Christmas ornament. It's totally the key. The ancient key, by the way. We just don't know what it is because it's lore. I think it's time we regroup at camp and decide what's going to happen next. And with that, you followed a woeful Wigfried back to camp. Oh my gosh. What did it cost? You guys killed 2 NPCs to save a dog. I hope it was worth it. No cost besides Blue Wolf. You guys didn't even see all the characters? Look at this. There's my outfit changes. All the clothes. I had to change shit so much. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. It was a lot of fun to put together. I straight up built a gaming system, rule set, and everything just for this stream. Just for all of you.